Good morning, guys, and welcome to our assembly. So it's Wednesday morning, and our assembly is all about. Who can remember? Think about what our theme for the week is. Tell your grown up that you're watching with. That's right, it's all about happiness. So have a think about the global goal that we might be talking about today. Which global goal do you think it's linked to if we're thinking about being happy? That's right, it's good health and well-being. So it's about being well in your head, in your heart, so you're feeling happy, feeling positive, and it helps you to cope with everything else that you're doing during the day. Now, in our story today, because I'm going to tell you a story, we're going to hear about a little boy called Arlie and what Arlie does to feel happy. So it's called Arlie and the Witch of Hookety Crook. There's lots of repetition in the story, so as you get used to it, see if you can join in along with me. Okay. So, when the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. Although on one sunny day someone wasn't there, Arlie with his blue shoes and his hair so fair. I don't care for the brook or the sun, am I ill? He said, sat under a maple tree on Hookety Crook Hill. I wish there was a potion or a spell in a book, an enchantment to feel happier, a witch in Hookety Crook. A witch, you say, said a voice from the tree. Then out flew a raven, which landed on his knee. I don't have a potion or a spell in a book, but I'll tell you what helps me, said the raven of Hookety Crook. When I'm not feeling happy, I share what's on my mind to my friends, sometimes family, or anyone who's kind. I will practice this sharing, Arlie said with a thankful look. Then the raven flew away to play down at the brook. When the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. Although on one sunny day someone wasn't there, Arlie with his blue socks and his hair so fair. I don't care for the brook or the sun, am I ill? He said, standing on the green grass of Hookety Crook Hill. I wish there was a potion or a spell in a book, an enchantment to feel happier, a witch in Hookety Crook. A witch, you say, said a voice from beneath. Then out crawled a caterpillar munching on a leaf. I don't have a potion or a spell in a book, but I'll tell you what helps me, said the caterpillar of Hookety Crook. What helps to keep me happy is eating healthy food. This makes my tummy merry, which helps improve my mood. I'll practice eating healthily, Arlie said with a thankful look. Then the caterpillar scurried away to play down at the brook. When the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. Although on one sunny day someone wasn't there, Arlie with his blue shorts and his hair so fair. I don't care for the brook or the sun, am I ill? He said amongst the flowers on Hookety Crook Hill. I wish there was a potion or a spell in a book, an enchantment to feel happier, a witch in Hookety Crook. A witch, you say, said a voice from a flower. Then out flew a bee, buzzing at full power. I don't have a potion or a spell in a book, but I'll tell you what helps me, said the bee of Hookety Crook. When I'm not feeling happy, I exercise a bit. This gets endorphins flowing and helps to keep me fit. I will practice exercising, Arlie said with a thankful look. Then the bee buzzed away to play down at the brook. When the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. Although on one sunny day someone wasn't there, Arlie with his blue shirt and his hair so fair. Join in if you can remember it. I don't care for the brook or the sun, am I ill? He said, sat by the river of Hookety Crook Hill. I wish there was a potion or a spell in a book, an enchantment to feel happier, a witch in Hookety Crook. A witch, you say, said a voice from the river. Then out jumped a trout with a splash and a quiver. I don't have a potion or a spell in a book, but I'll tell you what helps me, said the trout of Hookety Crook. When I'm not feeling calm, I do something quite smart. I breathe a special way, which helps to slow my heart. I will practice this breathing, Arlie said with a thankful look. Then the trout swam away to play down at the brook. When the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. Although on one sunny day someone wasn't there, Arlie with his blue watch and his hair so fair. I don't care for the brook or the sun. Am I ill? He said, sat on the rickety fence by Hookety Crook Hill. I wish there was a potion or a spell in a book, an enchantment to feel happier, a witch in Hookety Crook. A witch, you say? Said a voice from a hole. Then out with a pop appeared a snuffling black mole. I don't have a potion or a spell in a book, but I'll tell you what helps me, said the mole of Hookety Crook. Gratefulness is my trick. It's changed the way I see. I practice this skill daily. It's helped to set me free. I will practice being grateful, Arlie said with a thankful look. Then the mole dug a hole to play down at the brook. When the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. Although on one sunny day someone wasn't there, Arlie with his blue specs and his hair so fair. I don't care for the brook or the sun. Am I ill? He said, stood on the stony path to Hookety Crook Hill. I wish there was a potion or a spell in a book, an enchantment to feel happier, a witch in Hookety Crook. A witch, you say? Said a voice from the shrubs. Then out came a fox, followed by her cubs. I don't have a potion or a spell in a book, but I'll tell you what helps me, said the fox of Hookety Crook. Community is important. My friends and family are the best. I surround myself with people whose love makes me feel blessed. I will build a loving community, Arlie said with a thankful look. Then the fox with her cubs went down to play at the brook. When the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. Although on one sunny day someone wasn't there, Arlie with his blue hat and his hair so fair. I don't care for the brook or the sun. Am I ill? He said by the crooked house near Hookety Crook Hill. I wish there was a potion or a spell in a book, an enchantment to feel happier, a witch in Hookety Crook. A witch, you say? Said a voice from the roof. Then suddenly a witch appeared in a cloud of smoky poof. There isn't a magic potion or a spell in a book, but I'll tell you what's powerful, said the witch of Hookety Crook. When you're not feeling happy, the new skills you've learnt could be the key. But if sadness still remains, acceptance will help you see that winds do change and seasons too. From light to dark, they start anew. Just as the rain helps the river flow, our sadness too can help us grow. I will practice acceptance, Arlie said with a grateful look. Then Arlie and the witch flew off to the brook. When the sun comes out in the town of Hookety Crook, the whole town plays down at Hookety Crook Brook. And on this sunny day, everyone was there, even Arlie, dressed in blue, with his hair so fair. So there we go. We've got Arlie and the Witch of Hookety Crook. It's a nice story, isn't it? Now, who joined in with all the rhyming words? Well done with Arlie and the Witch of Hookety Crook. I like that story. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to go back very quickly over some of those key points, and we're going to see if we can find some of the things that we think we can do that are going to make us to feel happy. So let's go back to the beginning. Here we go. So the first one is this one. If I'm not feeling happy, I share what's on my mind to my friends, sometimes family, or anyone who's kind. So sharing what makes you happy, sharing what's on your mind can make you happy. So just like I said in the assembly on Monday, I shared a memory with my daughter Jessica about something really good. Or if you're a bit worried or a bit sad or upset, sharing that can help to make you feel better. Right, let's have a look at the next one. What helps to keep me happy is eating healthy food. This makes my tummy merry, which helps improve my mood. Sometimes if we eat too many sugary things, or if we don't have a balanced diet, it can upset our tummy. If we eat a good, healthy, balanced diet, plenty of fruit and veg, then it actually makes you feel better. Sometimes we can have an upset tummy with things that aren't good for us, or sometimes they don't quite agree with us. But actually, if you have lots of energy because you eat all the right things, it helps you to feel better. Right, next one. And we talked a little bit more about this on Monday. When I'm not feeling happy, I exercise a bit. This gets endorphins flowing and helps to keep me fit, said the bee. So the endorphins are those special chemicals that you feel that make you feel happy after exercise. And on Monday, I told you about my really long bike ride and how it made me feel happy because I felt really good after it. But also, I really enjoyed it in the middle of it, even though I was quite tired when I got back from my bike ride. So the endorphins are that chemical that makes you feel really, really good. So exercise is something that makes you feel happy. Right, next one. When I'm not feeling calm, I do something quite smart. I breathe a special way, which helps to slow my heart. I'll practice this breathing, Ali said, with a thankful look. And I know that we've talked about this before, but this sort of thing needs practice, like I've said. Remember our finger breathing, okay? In, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out. And it really, really helps. Okay, so the sort of breathing that Ali was practicing. So, I'm not quite sure how the fish would do that, though. I hope the fish has got a better way of doing it because fish don't have fingers unless they're actually fish fingers. Sorry, that was terrible, wasn't it? So the mole. Gratefulness, gratitude is my trick. It's changed the way I see. I practice this skill daily. It's helped to set me free. And we've talked in the past about writing something down that you're grateful for, that you've seen around, that you are really, really pleased about. And on Monday, I told you about how I was really grateful for my family, for the chance to be outside, to see lovely things, and for being with my friends. So I practiced those skills. And that's actually, even though it happened the day before, it made me feel better the next day as well. It stayed with me. Next one. Community is important. And that was actually one of those things that I was grateful for. Community is important. My friends and family are the best. I surround myself with people whose love makes me feel blessed. And that's something that stayed with me, even though I saw my friends using Zoom. The day before, I've had messages the next day from my friends saying, oh, didn't we have a good time? Wasn't it a good laugh? And all of that, those sorts of things. So that community that stays with you when you're talking to other people and you're not on your own is really, really important. Okay, we actually had the Witch of Hookety Crook. So all of these new skills. And the witch said that if sadness still remains, acceptance will help you see that winds do change in seasons too, from light to dark they start anew. So that's really, really important because we can't be happy all the time. We can't jump around going, yay, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. It doesn't work all the time like that. Sometimes we might be a little bit sad, we might be a little bit worried, and it's okay. And that's one of the things that I've kept saying in assemblies recently. It's okay to feel like that. That's all right, that's normal. Sometimes we're in a really good mood. Sometimes we're a little bit glum, a little bit flat. That's okay, because we don't stay like that forever. And if you think about it, you have to say, oh, yeah, I've realised I'm a little bit flat today. I'm a little bit sad. And that's all right, because you won't stay like that forever. And then you think about all those other things, and you think about all those strategies. So you try your breathing, you try your exercise, eat a piece of fruit as a good snack, get outside, tell somebody how you're feeling. All of those things make you feel happier. So happiness is something that we can work at, like learning your number bonds, like learning your spellings. You have to work at those, but also you have to work at being happy. You have to learn how to be happy. And if you're unhappy, you have to think, right, what am I going to do about this? Don't expect somebody else to do it for you. Don't expect to cheer up magically. Actually put some work in. Do something about it. What are you going to do to make yourself happy? So, on Friday, one of the things that I am going to show you, which I hope will make the whole school community happy, is I am going to show you this wonderful, wonderful video of all of you guys doing all of your happy things. So, just like I've given people tasks after assemblies, I've got a task for you, okay? And I'd really, really like some music or some ideas about what we can do for the music to go with our video. That would be awesome. Okay, right. There we go, guys. Have a happy day. If you can't have a happy day, think about something that you're going to do to make yourself feel better. All right, have a lovely day, guys. I will see you on Friday.